Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. We've got a battle on the Pilsens map and we've got Kirjiel from Lime Clan. He's in the Tier 8 US heavy tank. Chrysler GF. This tank came out about 3 years ago, I think. About time it came out with front lines, and it's got a very strong frontal armour. Turret and the hull, so it's pretty decent hull down tank, and also if you're in the open, you may not be able to pen maybe a lower front plate. Now it's coming to this really popular spot if you're coming from the north on the Pilsens map. You've got your lower plate covered, just showing the turret, but it doesn't stop the enemy from trying to surround you. Gives you a bit of coverage of the factory there that he's pointing at, but there's tanks coming up the middle road. So it depends on how aggressive the enemy are, but we'll see what sort of opportunities he gets and how he handles it. Now, it's an all Tier 8 battle. They've lost their T-32, or T-92 I should say, light, so that's their light tank, but may not be such a big issue, but see how that plays out. They're a bit behind in hit points, and they've lost another tank now, the T-25 Pilot. So managed to catch his first enemy tank there crossing. Renegade, and Renegade's a pretty decent heavy tank as well, but he managed to get the side armour there, no problems penetrating it. So have a quick look at the gun. I don't think we've seen this tank a lot in this channel. But, he's facing a TS5. You can see he's just bounced a nice front. 2 points of damage. So 105mm gun, standard pen is 198, and the premium round is a BCR with fairly low muzzle velocity of 945, it gives you 260-10, so quite reasonable for a Tier 8, but stand up to Tier 10, so just have to rely on your armor then. And I managed to catch the side of that Renegade. Again, he must be regretting not paying attention to where Kirjiel is. He was aiming for the cupola there on top of the Renegade, so pretty good aim. You can see a pretty small aim circle on this gun, so looks like good gun dispersion. And it's just looking for more angles there to see whether that TS5 is going to come back. Okay, he's got the double-barreled 703-2. He did manage to pen, and he's pushed right up. See there, now they're getting more aggressive. He's got the Renegade, just uses the opportunity to get part of that. See, not going through the top plate of the 703-2, he needs to really find the bottom plate. Now TS5 pushed up there just as he was in the middle of reload. Going for the cupola now. There we go, managed to go and leaves him on 1 hit point of damage. But so far, Kirjiel hasn't taken any damage himself. Just not sure what. Okay, so switch to the HE round, just hoping to catch the TS5, and here we go. If you can get that just to hit the right spot. There he does. So, still loading the HE round, and he's got the 703-2. Who is aiming low, but can you get the side of him? He doesn't want to shoot for that top plate there. And he manages to, still has an HE round loaded there, so only did 52 hit points of damage. So a bit of a misplay there, but he's going for the front sprocket there, which is also known weak spot on just about every tank. 703-2 pushing pretty hard. He's got a 244 there as well, and he's been surrounded. A Radiator's come around behind him, starting to pump rounds into his rear, which is not a bad shot. Finally gets a shot through the upper front plate by pointing down, so that's reducing the angle of it. And gets another hit there. now he's got 3 tanks basically trying to get a spot on him. He goes for the T-44 there. That was a one-shot tank. He manages to take that out because that takes another gun away from the fight. So Kirjiel, and then he managed to get rid of the 703 too. So in the meantime, the Renegade's been taken out as well by his team, who've come up to support him. But that was pretty much 3-on-1 there for a little while. I think Kirjiel handled it calmly, didn't lose his cool there, managed to protect his tank as best as he could, taking out the more immediate threats. And, so good, yeah. Anyway, that game has turned around a bit in terms of tanks lost. Not that much difference in hit points, so quite a few damaged tanks, I would guess, on Kirjiel's side. They certainly managed to win this front. You'll see the Borascas pushed right up onto the platform on the back, so, and there were no artillery in this game as well, so certainly some TDs, and they're probably now on the other side of the map. In fact, they've all been spotted, so certainly this 3 hasn't been seen. I guess he's going to be on the platform at on the H sort of 7 point. There we go, Pantera there shooting, I think. Oh, yes he does, yeah, managed to get a nice shot there. And he's not dealing with really high shell velocity with these shells here. Both of them look like they're the same shell velocity, 945. It's surprising also for the premium round being APCR to have the sub 1000 shell velocity. He's got a chance to put a shot into the ELC even 90. Unfortunately, that just missed. There we go, and the US3 has been spotted. He was back there. Okay, Kirjiel will get a shot into him. Yes, he's actually facing him. And he gets the kill, so it takes him out quite nicely. And it gives him his 4th kill. But he's getting close on 4k of damage, so he's having a really good game here. You can see he's also blocked 2.4k nearly. And just again misses that long range shot there. That's the probably the shot velocity letting him down, but he's got the chance to make it up again with the SU-130 PM, which he does. And now his team is definitely in the winning position here. They're capping out, so another 30 seconds to go. But got the ELC even 90 trying to upset that, but Kirjiel's getting a chance to put a shot into him, and he hits him, but that goes into the tracks, so that's your standard message for that. It's a pity it doesn't say it hit the tracks, but armour not penetrated or thereabouts is what that means. Now it looks like capping's going to take place. Can he get one more shot in? Yes he can, and he gets the kill on the ELC just as the clock ticks down on the cap and they've killed the last tank, so it's always nice to kill and complete the cap. Alright, we've got a 4.2k of total damage and another 800 of assisted, so that's 5k of combined damage. Got 5 kills in the end, and that's given him the high caliber award for the most damage in the game and more than 20% of the total hit pool. And it's managed to bounce 2.3k, but didn't get the steel wall, so have a look at the performance of the other parts of the team. But he has picked up the ace tanker badge as well. Now let's have a look at the team score. Alright, well on top of the base experience there. 1453 base is nice, and the Striv S1 that must have been on the other side of the map has come in next with damage of 2.8k, and 2 other tanks doing over 2k, but you can see quite a few of the tanks there not doing a lot of damage there, but luckily Kirj was there in the game to basically carry the team. Now on the other side, the Udas 03, he was spotted almost last, did actually the most damage on the other side, so that's a bit sad. T44 coming in next that he managed to knock off, came in next, and no one getting over 2k, so a bit of sort of all-round damage from the other team, but not enough to really push back and win the game. So good game there from Kirj. Always good to see his play. He's a very smart player, and as you can see, keeps his cool and manages to overwhelm his enemy most of the time. Even one-on-one's not a problem, but you can see there 3-on-1, and he still managed to come out on top. Now, what's the economy like on this tank? Well, he fired 26 shots, 22 hit, but only 15 penetrated. So a bit of wasted shots there, but again, that's the nature of the really close combat. You can't necessarily pick your angles and find the weak spots when you're too close. Did pick up 2 HE shells worth of damage, didn't really add a lot, but that's why there's splash damage there. Had some personal missions running and ended up making 96k, so it's making good use of his standard ammunition, and that was mostly because it was an all tier 8 battle. It's a bit like Frontlines, you tend not to have to use your premium ammunition unless it's absolutely necessary. So he had some good EXP payouts as well, so cleaned up there on the EXP. Look at that 11k, that's always nice to train your crews, but that's just the rub of the game there. Anyway, another great game there from Kirjiel. Hope you liked the replay, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.